Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Cougars offense will get the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, what a caught! And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds his man. It's Freeman. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him the first down. Washington State has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Heftiness coming up on the goal line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Owls offense will go to work for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And all defenses talk about sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Not exactly exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Using his legs, it's Scott. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kennesaw State, 0.
Bringing it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The give. Makes him talk to the hand. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Kennesaw State right back to work. Off play action. Trying to get to it. Just refused to take it out of reverse. Got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that one. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. On the move, it's Freeman.
Returner is tackled down at the 36.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Dumps it to the back. This time he's got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll fire. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Bryson. Slings it. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off play action on 1st down. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kent. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Return is tackled out of bounds.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's reeled in. It's Barnes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. On the move, he fires. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The give out of the gun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. 1st down here for the offense. They move the tight end all over. Give to the single back. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone.
He's loose. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Got it. The corners are walked up tight. Clear. They'll throw it on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Check. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got a man. It's Sims.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Going to try to get it himself. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Now they'll run the draw. On the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
Quarterback now breaking the field.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
They're trying, and the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cougars in the hurry-up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team's doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Bryson. Got his man on the right. Smashes through the tackle. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn.
Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Mateer. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And it's no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the... And they got him for the sack. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And on second down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. He now has 79 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Okay, Washington State going back to work on first down. Get set, get set. Leaves it with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for a block, it's Freeman. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's caught. It's Hernandez. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Washington State, 50. Kennesaw State, 7.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They'll line up for a second down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Working that left side now. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.